everyone. This is Kathleen from American College Strategies, and I'm on the campus of Connecticut College here in New London, Connecticut. We are right on the Thames River. It is called here the Thames River, and we are just up the river from the Coast Guard Academy. We're just across the water from Mystic, Connecticut. Connecticut College is a small, private, liberal arts college. Under 2,000 students, about 1,800 students, and they come from all over the United States and the world. About 81% come from outside of Connecticut. They are a test optional school. So if you're not a good test taker or you don't like your test, you don't have to send a test score in. If you want to, they take SAT or ACT scores, and you can send 2 subject test scores in. You're not penalized if you don't send your scores in, but if you have a strong subject test, you might want to consider just sending the subject test scores in. The acceptance rate at Connecticut College is about 35%, but they have early decision 1 and 2. Remember, early decision is binding, and their acceptance rate for ED is above 65%. So if Connecticut College becomes a real top contender, the top school you want to be in, you might want to consider doing it ED. What I liked about Connecticut College is 97% of the students live on campus all 4 years. So what happens is you really become a family here. Another thing that my guide told me is that 60% of the dorm rooms are single rooms. So while most freshmen live in doubles or triples, sophomore year he was able to get a single room, and junior year he's getting a single room. I think if there are any changes in that, that will depend on the population of the students coming in. If more students want 2 and 3 in a room, they may change some of those singles. But right now it's a lottery system for a single room, and you have a pretty good shot at getting in a single room as a sophomore. And for many of my students, they would really, really like that. Another difference about Connecticut College is their food system. You pay 1 fee and it's unlimited food. You can eat how often you want, how much you want. It doesn't cost you more to eat. Come back 3 times for breakfast and it's fine. It doesn't cost you any more. Academically, they are on the honor system, and their system works a couple of ways. If you're in a dorm and someone's a little noisy, you can ask them, can you lower the radio? I'm studying. And they graciously lower the radio or the noise level. For test taking, you can take your final exams at will. There's a period of time testing's done. You go into the library or testing center and you say, I want to take this test at this time. You go in there, you pick up your test, you go sit in a room. There's no proctor. You could be sitting with 4 other people taking 4 different subject tests. It is totally honor code. It's your honor. They trust you. And what I find really good about that, let's say you have a physics test and a calculus test. You could take it the same day, but most students would really separate them so they can gear up for one test and then gear up for another the next day. And I think that's a fabulous thing for students. So you're testing and not having to split your concentration. You can concentrate on one test and then finish that and concentrate on the other. For a small liberal arts school, it is really amazing the number of students in the visual and performing arts. There was an incredible visual and performing arts building. There is art all over the campus, student art, statues. They have a theater that seats about 700 or 800, and that's pretty impressive for a school of this size. About 26 to 28% of the students are in the social sciences, but you know there's a great economics program, there's a great science and physics program. They also are really good in pre-med. They have a pre-med track, so students are doing really intensive science classes here. And I know a lot of you out there keep thinking, small liberal arts colleges, you can't do science, you can't do pre-med. That is not the case. You certainly can do it, and you could do it here at Connecticut College. Here at Connecticut College, you need to take 2 semesters of a world language. And what they said to me is your AP language test in like AP Spanish or AP French does not exempt you from taking 2 semesters here. You could take Chinese, you can take Italian, you could take French, you can take German. So there's lots of different languages, and 2 semesters are required for every student here on campus. So when I asked my guide, I said, is this kind of a preppy school, or is this like a jock school, or is this like a nerd school? He said what he could really tell us is, one, it's a collaborative school, that students really, you know, you're in competition, but people aren't fighting saying, I'm going to get the A and try to trip you up. This school is very collaborative. And he also said what he found is it's not preppy or nerdy or jock. He said, I found everybody's really together here. And he said, I've realized that's why I like Connecticut College. It is not a nerdy school. It is not, you know, the geek school. We're all in this together, and they all get along and have a really great time. And I believe that is the reason why I really like Connecticut College. You can't beat the location. You can't beat it by the water. It's a beautiful day here. It's New England, so you certainly get your snow and your rain. But it is a lovely campus with very strong programs. And I really, really think you should come out and see Connecticut College. So I encourage you to check out Connecticut College, and remember that American College Strategy certainly takes the stress out of the search and application process. So we'd love to hear from you. Reach out. I'm looking forward to speaking with you.